we all understand the type of climate that we're dealing with. We're dealing with multiple offer situations.
I'd love to know sort of what's your why? What makes you tick? Why are you so successful?
Have a dialogue with your lawyer. Have a dialogue with your agent.
Both sort of passionate about sort of what we do.
Again, vet your agent to make sure that they're experienced and they're local. I like that idea.
No excuse to miss it on Saturdays from 8 to 9.
That's right.
WBZ.
And now, the show that gives you the latest and most relevant housing market news. Real Estate Radio Boston with financial expert Rick Shearer and legal professional Ali Alavi.
There isn't a week that goes by that I don't get a call about Airbnb. Now, a lot of the questions that we end up getting is that can I, as a potential buyer of a condo, use my property for Airbnb purposes? And I want to open the discussion up there and then sort of shift over to existing condo owners.
It's a problem. You get calls at least once a week. I would say that we get more than once a week.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely.
We get boards calling us and complaining about it. We actually get calls from unit owners of associations that we represent who know that we represent them and say, can't you do something about this? For the unit owner who purchased a condominium for a sense of privacy, security, all of the amenities that go with
Well,
a condo.
before we get into an already existing unit owner, let's talk about someone who's actually thinking about purchasing a condo. And as part of their justification in purchasing this condo, they want to be able to utilize a room or two rooms for Airbnb purposes. What would you say under those circumstances?
To the potential purchaser?
Yeah, exactly.
Read your documents.
Read the docs.
Your condo docs, because the vast majority of condominium documents do not allow transient use.
Exactly. And transient use, what are we talking about? What's the definition of that?
Well, first of all, you can't rent out your apartment for, let's say, less than a fixed period with a fixed lease,
right.
6 months, a year, et cetera, and so forth. Some associations even have a flat-out no rental policy at all, and they're 100% owner-occupied. So you should check your documents, and that's anybody who's heard this program has heard us say that over and over again.
Absolutely.
Read your documents. If you're doing the conveyancing, Ellie, I know you read the documents to advise them. So it's so important. It's the basic step number one.
Now, let's say this.
Can I interrupt you for
please,
1
Henry,
minute?
Yes.
Because I think that from the prospective purchaser's point of view, what they're looking at are ever-increasing costs of purchasing condominiums. For example, in downtown Boston,
Sure.
it's tough to find condominiums that aren't getting up over $750,000 to $1 million or more. And when one looks at the mortgage cost, there are a lot of people who say, look, I just can't afford this.
Right.
And I can't afford to live in the city of Boston unless I can generate some sort of income. And how wonderful it would be to rent out that extra bedroom or whatever to someone else from time to time, because it's almost like a hotel room. They come and they go.
Right.
You're not going to live with them for a long time, but you're going to get some extra cash, and that cash could be enough to really offset your mortgage. So that's what people are looking at. That's what people are doing. But there's tremendous resistance from the point of view of condo associations because of the wear and tear, the noise, the lack of responsibility of
And
people
the
who move in.
security.
And the security is
Absolutely.
huge.
Yeah.